All right. So, did you guys get the agenda that I sent?
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
I even printed it.
And yes, right? Nice. So, this is Mary Collins, and she has a proposal for us about karate.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We should probably get her a microphone.
The style of karate is Okinawan. It's originated in Okinawa, Japan. We currently have three classes through the Parks and Rec Department in Hiram, Maine, Sandwich, New Hampshire, and Wakefield, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Each department does 2 classes. They usually start at 6, which is the younger children. And the 7 o'clock class is for older kids and families. So if you have a parent and a child who want to do it together, and if the child is like 7 or 6, they will be put in the adult class. So, and that's how that works as far as ages and how we separate the students into classes. We run the classes through the school year just because it's easier. There's no class over school vacation. If there's no school, snow days, there's no karate. Depending on the school vacations and breaks, we usually run an 8-week class. Sometimes it could be a 6-week class.
Okay.
But in the 8-week class, the cost is $40, and that's it. There's no cost for promotions for the belts. No one has to buy a gi or a uniform or anything, and all they have to do is bring water and be respectful. They, that's what we teach in the karate. It's mostly self-defense. There are no weapons. No one's ever gotten hurt. There's no backflips or anything like that.
Strike that from me. We want to promote this. I'm just kidding.
So, I've been doing it. I do have my black belt. I am a Shodan, which is first degree. My sensei has 2 black belts, and he's 9th and 6th in 2 different styles. He developed, he calls it Kitsune Kido, which is based on Shotokan karate that everyone can do. I started with my granddaughter, and I do 6 classes a week. So, and I love it. I can't get enough. So, and I also studied 2 years with Kung Fu, which was very aggressive, very like you're the attacker. We did a lot of fights and things like that. I mean, it was still self-defense and how to protect yourself, but it's just different.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing the Kung Fu because I enjoyed the karate more.
Okay. And you're the instructor?
I will be the instructor, yes.
Okay.
Right now, I go at the other classes. I have taught at some of the other classes, but I have never done my own like group, my own session or anything like that. He will come and visit every once in a while and see how things are going.
So I'm sorry, are you the teacher up in Wakefield and Hiram, and was it Hiram?
I am not the teacher. I'm the assistant sensei.
Okay.
But, I have, like last night, I did the first class. I taught the first class. And I have been training to teach the classes.
Okay.
So how does the pricing work in the other communities? So do they pay their rec department and then the rec department pays you guys?
It's done both ways.
Okay.
It is, it's done both ways. So whatever you feel that you would like to do, you know, collect the money and then, you know, pay
Or
for,
they can pay you directly?
yeah, but I don't know how that would
Yeah,
work.
I'm not sure either.
Because, for me, I think it's better if the Parks and Rec Department collects the money and then you just pay me for the 2 hours. And that's it. I think that's easiest. I don't have any medical forms for the parents to fill out. Usually the Parks and Rec, when you sign up for an activity, you have all that filled out. We do have a Facebook page, and it is under Kitsune Keto, yeah. And we do a pizza party in December, which is really nice. We have some of the kids, some of the students, do some activities, do some katas, and
Okay.
we had a lot of fun.
And is your sensei, is that Todd?
That is Todd Watkins, yes, and he's from Ossipee. I did put in his information,
Uh-huh.
his references and whatnot.
Is there any kind of process built into karate for people to become certified as teachers or something like that?
The way that I was taught is to be a sensei, you have to have your black belt,
Okay.
but not every black belt is a sensei.
Okay.
As far as any other training, I do not know of any.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't. It's not like where you're a teacher and you're going to go to school, you know, and you get your certificate.
Uh-huh.
This is training, is what it is. Put in hours and hard work.
Uh-huh.
So,
And what about a space for the class? I assume that's something that you were wanting us to provide.
the space,
Uh-huh.
if it's possible to do it in this room, on this floor.
Uh-huh.
It's the wood floors are the best to practice on.
Okay.
If at any time we were going to do a tumbling, I have mats that I could bring in.
Okay.
But that's, you know, that's not often.
Okay. And where are the classes offered with the other rec departments?
In Hiram, it's at the middle school. They have, it's like Cornish, there's 5 schools, and it's a huge school, so we're in their gym.
Okay.
In Sandwich, it's at I think they only have the elementary school, and it's in their gym, very, very hard floor.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually in Wakefield, it's at the Parks and Rec building, which used to be the old police station.
Yeah.
And they have a carpet on the floor.
Chris and CJ, any other questions?
And I will carry my own insurance,
Okay.
my own liability insurance, so as soon as I get that, I can get you a copy. I think the most students we would have in a class is 15. The least amount, you probably want 4. But during the course of the school year, things come up, different sports, different activities, so the numbers vary in the classes throughout the year, so. you have a question? Any more questions?
Just thinking what's, I may not have covered yet.
If we had more than 14, would there be another class? Is that how you break it up?
Well, if we were to do 2 classes, we would do that, yeah.
Okay.
Just for when you're practicing, you just need the room.
Right.
Is this something that the class would go to some kind of tournament or meet or anything like that?
We do not do tournaments.
Okay.
The tournaments cost a lot of money to enter, then to drive, and you would have to have a gi, you would have to have a school patch, you would have to have you would have to be outfitted.
So this is more like yoga, where it's like more for personal enrichment?
It really is, it really is. And
Or self-control and,
Yeah.
exactly, self-control, he's big on respect, and respecting others,
happy acting
and
school.
not being a bully. And he doesn't, the finance of karate and other dojos and different places is very expensive. It can run up to like $160 a month. And you have to buy the uniform right away. And the whole reason for Sensei Todd to develop the Okinawan karate, the Kitsune Kido, is to allow everyone to have an opportunity to experience karate. It's great for your core, your balance, your chi, peace of mind. It's calming. And it's a lot of fun.
This is like the type of karate like from the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. Is this the type of karate like from the Karate Kid, Mr. In an aspect?
Yeah, what's his name, Ralph Macchio?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was karate, not the new one, because that's kung fu.
Yeah, the
But-
older one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but even with the older one, with Mr. Miyagi, with Ralph, I think it's Ralph Macchio, right? When he did the leg up,
Yeah.
that's a crane. That is actually originated from China, kung fu. They deal with the 5 animals.
But the Okinawan's more of movement, almost like a Tai
It is
Chi.
more of movement. We do teach history and some, I'm not fluent in Japanese, but we do use Japanese terms. When China took over Okinawa, they took away their weapons and they weren't allowed to fight. So to do the movements, that they would do the katas, which they're called, in their forms, prearranged set of movements, and that's how they would practice. And every move in the kata is a technique, with a downward block, or even something like this. Then you apply the bunkai and explain how each move. I mean, that's when you've done it a little bit longer, but you explain how to use it, like if someone was going to, be mean to you. So.
Anything else?
Any more questions?
Chris?
Good?
Mary, thank you very much for
Oh,
coming.
you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So nice
So,
to meet you.
thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, you too. Bye. I'll tell Chris you said hi.
Definitely sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting. Yeah.
She's even said that they were family night too.
Yes, I was looking at this or something, and I missed what she was saying about placement in classes. Something about adults and kids.
They
It's
have like a kids only, and then they have
a family
a family,
one after, I think.
yeah. So that if
No Chinese throwing stars or anything.
And the big swords. Well,
I was disappointed in the no
But it's
swords.
kind of nice that you don't have to buy the whole uniform.
uh-huh.
So if your kid wanted to try it first,
Yes, is now a good time? Excuse me. Carry on. If you want to give an update about concessions or T-ball or anything like that, I'm
concessions have not been going very well.
No.
Nobody wants to buy anything.
No, it's the same crowd at T-ball.
Yeah.
So we only gained one kid.
Okay. Yeah, I think the first week, I sold about $4 worth of stuff, and Kelly sold she's about $6 worth of stuff.
It's probably mostly to my kids.
So,
There's a good turnout parent-wise,
Yeah.
but they just don't buy anything.
yeah, that's all right.
If you sold bug spray, that'd be a different story.
I really thought people were going to buy, like, hot coffee that first week when it was really cold and
Damn.
gross.
Yeah.
Nobody bought it.
Yeah, then the second week, we canceled it because of rain.
And then I was away for a couple weeks.
Right, the third week,
It was gone.
that was last week.
Was last week just the third week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was away. No, 2 weeks ago I was away.
I forgot to look into the stickers again. But the question is, when do we want to sell them?
All the time? Whenever?
Right. And, well, we should wait for Lau to come back about the bottle drive.
Yeah. I signed us up for a Clinks account.
Oh, at Hannaford?
I did online, but yeah. So they're gonna mail me stickers, a scan tag, and a coupon for a free box of bags.
Okay.
So we'll get 10 bags.
And that's just to put all the bottles in, and when they scan the whole the whole bag, or?
So the way it works, I read this a couple of years ago. You put your bottles in your bag, and you put your sticker on your bag, and they take the bags and they weigh the bag, and
Okay.
they know how many bottles are in the bag based on how much it weighs. I think is how it works, and then that money goes into your account.
Oh, so they don't have those things that used to have to take the bottles
No.
and crush them. Interesting. I never go in that side, Hannaford, so.
Yeah, so I think we cashed out our account last year. And so in a year, with just depositing our bottles, we've got $50 just from us.
So if we get like a decent amount at the, we gotta figure out if,
So if we can convince, everybody to do one bag, or a bunch of people in town to do one bag each, we'll get some money.
well, they take water bottles too, right?
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch in the basement.
Yeah, in Maine, pretty much anything that you drink can be redeemed.
Wonder if we should put a booth down here too.
Well, what I think we could do is just give out the bags and have people fill them over the course of
Time.
their weeks or a month, and then we can say, drop them,
At Lau's house.
or they can just bring them back to Hannaford when they go anyway.
Right, because then it will just go.
It's got the
right
sticker on it already.
Okay. Could they peel the sticker off and put their own sticker on?
They could, but if they're picking up the bag to use it, they're probably gonna be the type of people who will not do that.
Is it worth keeping the concession stand open?
Oh, don't think so.
So it's gonna be that one time that we don't open
You
it.
know, people are, where's my coffee?
I was asked about the walking trails by
Oh,
a
okay.
resident of Acton. Does anyone, she asked if anyone used the field. I said, we use the field. Then she said, well, what about the walking paths they were supposed to have in there? I said, it's funny, because we've actually talked about that. But I think if we do them, I think we should dedicate one of the trails to them, the family. She'd appreciate it, and so wouldn't he. I'll tell you after. But it would be, it's worth it. It would be to be dedicated to them.
I've done like trail maintenance for like a service project when I was in high school, but I've never actually cut trails.
We'll make Cloud do all that work.
All right, thank you. So,
So we talked about, we're not sure if we should keep the concession stand open for the rest of T-ball because
okay.
we have not yet made the amount that I spent on
Okay.
food.
Well, then I don't know why I don't think we should.
Yeah, like
Because it's also people's time that's
yeah,
spent.
the first week I sold $4 worth of stuff, and then Kelly last week sold $6 worth of stuff.
And if anyone complains, we can always open it back the next game or something.
Yeah.
And then we'll find out the person that
What did you
complained.
say last week? $6?
Yeah, because has there been three games?
Yeah,
So three?
and because we missed one, because of rain. That's right, because I missed the first game too.
All right. Closed. Do we want to decide anything tonight about karate?
I think we should put out to see if
Like a
people would be
feeler.
interested.
What kind of feeler do you think would
We
work?
can put it on the Facebook thing. I don't know how many people actually look at it.
Hmm.
I know I would sign up for, not personally me, but I know my kids would sign up for karate.
Uh-huh.
So there's two right there.
Do you think we should offer it?
She said that the age starts at 6.
Oh, she said 4 to 2.
Yeah,
4 to
one of the
12.
papers said 4, but she said 6.
Okay, well, one of my kids can join karate. And I would
Or
probably,
maybe we try like just a free intro class.
when would you want to do it? She seems to only run it in the school year.
Yeah, if we set it up for, or, contact her in the fall or late summer and,
Set it up for the fall, and then fall, then have a winter class too. See if she does fall, winter, and spring classes. She does Tai Chi for old people too now.
Oh, yeah?
Well, no, I don't know if she does, but I was just
Might
thinking
be,
of
might be a good thing, huh? Yeah.
your health
Thank you, Chris. I definitely
in
will.
mind. Discuss T-ball. How excellent it's going,
Excellent. It's going well.
for the most part.
Okay.
There's some progress.
Some progress. Very good.
Not.
so should I tell Kelly to not,
Yes, tell her concessions are canceled. What do you think about the fact that she has not taught before? I mean, everybody's got to start
this one in
sometime.
the Wakefield letter says that she has taught.
Okay.
well, she's assisted.
She's probably taught classes.
She's taught
mean,
classes
you're-
but hasn't done completely
the
by herself
teacher.
for a whole session.
She seems to know what she's talking about. And even the discussion before you guys got here, she's pretty much into it.
Uh-huh.
I would give her a chance.
Yeah. And I mean, she has worked with kids. She's coached other things.
Uh-huh.
So everybody's got to start.
Right. All right, so, do we want to offer it concurrent with other things that we offer, or?
I think so, because some kids may not want to play soccer or basketball, but they would sign up for
Uh-huh.
this.
Or some kids need to do both, just because they're overactive, per se. Like, my child would love to do both.
So concurrent with other sports.
Yeah, so I think we, as department, should pay for her time to do an intro class for the community,
Uh-huh.
to kind of get people interested, see what it's about, and then
Take it out of the concession stand fund.
we can kind of gauge interest from that,
Uh-huh.
and have people can sign up that night for the session, or
See if she could do something, like when we contacted late summer, like set something up, like 2 or 3 weeks out for
Yeah.
the late summer, just before school starts.
yeah, I agree.
All right. This isn't really on our agenda, but I'm going to throw it in here. I'm partial to the idea of having people do criminal history record checks if they're going to work with kids in town. That could be cumbersome, depending on where we draw the line of who needs one. So I'm just throwing it out there to get your thoughts.
I'm surprised we don't already.
Uh-huh.
I know when I coached T-ball in Vermont, you had to pass one.
Yeah.
And
We're generally in a pretty safe situation because, not that I still think we should do them. Most of the practices and things, 80% of the parents, I mean, we encourage all the parents to stay for the whole time, it's only an hour.
I think,
But nonetheless, I think it's a good protocol.
or outsiders, like say, if we offer the karate,
Yeah.
I think that would cover
Uh-huh,
basis.
uh-huh.
Because like you said, I mean, I don't think I've ever had a practice where any of the kids' parents just dropped off all the kids and said, see you for an hour, and
Yeah, it's happened a few times, especially, you really don't notice it right until it's time for everyone to go home and they're not there. Talking with all the other parents.
must be the Pee Wee division.
Yeah.
And that might be because we only really have stuff for younger kids. I think as they got to more middle school and high school,
Right, then they.
They would probably just
absolutely,
drop
with high
them off
school,
and
yeah.
yeah, I agree. We should at least look into it and see
You
how.
almost do it yourself.
I
Through the
think
computer.
there may be some,
'Cause I know I had to pass them for work
uh-huh,
in Pennsylvania for doing like rate jobs and stuff for schools. Even though the school was closed for the summer, but you still had to
Right.
pass a background.
somebody may be in there for some kind of extracurricular. or
Deviant
something.
behavior off of French Street or something. It'd probably be good to, they would cover us for purposes too, like what we checked.
Yeah, some kind of liability issues that would
Do
probably,
we think that's something that they can do here as a,
would probably be good to ask. Shall I go out and just see if Jen is still there? And I can ask later.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has enough legal questions this month going on.
we should probably, say coaches,
Uh-huh.
well, coaches for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Coaches, yeah.
should we say refs as well? I mean, sometimes the refs are
The coaches.
Yeah,
That might be a gray area if it's a kid.
right. Probably refs should. They're there, they're working with the kids.
Right. I thought we already did that.
Well, it's never been done as far as I know.
It's probably good, probably.
All right, I think we're done with that. Yeah.
what are what are you doing for the closing ceremony?
Yeah, what should we do other than, of
Are we
course,
doing
pizza
pictures?
and all that?
Pizza?
Or is that out of the,
Yes, my intention is to do pictures. They may have to take the pictures on a practice night instead of a game.
okay.
I contacted him a couple weeks ago, but I just got back to him again today. So yeah, hopefully we'll distribute the pictures that last day.
All right. I was or asked about the walking trails that were supposed to be put into the rec field several years ago.
Oh, yeah? Somebody actually asked you?
Yes, and I said
Okay.
that we discussed it. I won't tell you who,
Okay.
but I was telling CJ, I said, I think that when we do this, we should dedicate it to both of them. Or at least one of the trails, depending on how many trails we can get in there.
Uh-huh. That reminds me that I was wondering about that because it is part of the town's plan to have walking trails up on the top of the Garvin Road and the H Road.
To the goat, where Goat
the
Hill
Goat
is.
Hill thing.
You
So that's going to be really close.
But you could walk from,
Well, I thought about that too, if it could be connected somehow.
It
I
could
mean,
be
obviously
just
the
by-
road itself, would it fit into some kind of little trail network? I think a longer trail would be more appealing to people. Because there's Mary Grant, which is nice, but it's a half mile,
from
So I don't know, the fact that they're putting them up there is either a positive or a negative for putting them on the rec land, depending on how you look at it.
Is it something that they could connect, obviously not through someone's property, but on the road? So say, if you do just the rec trail, it's a half mile, but if you
Right.
go the rec trail and then a quarter of a mile on the road, and then you do this one, it's 2 miles.
right.
Yeah, right, that would make it maybe more interesting to people.
So, sorry, back to this. Are we doing pizza?
Yes,
You cut me
pizza.
off.
Yep.
From the trading post.
Yes, from the Trading Post on June the 10.
How many, because we're not meeting again before then, so how many kids and how many pizzas?
There are 18 some odd
18,
kids now.
Sometimes 12.
Sometimes 12. How many regularly for the games?
Anywhere between 14 and 16.
Okay. Do you remember how many we did for soccer?
Did 10 and
We did 10.
pizzas?
10 pizzas.
No, because for soccer we had 50 plus parents 8. 16 kids. I mean, that's 2 pizzas if they each had 1 piece. So, I mean, we could probably do like 6 pizzas. Is that
Yeah.
too many? Is that a good amount? That's probably.
I mean, that way, you know, parents can eat too, and
Right,
If not, you're stuck with cold pizza.
yeah. Somebody will be found to take it home. Would you be willing to do that again?
yeah. Be running around that day.
Do you have other,
The plant sale at the library is that day,
okay,
There you go.
but that's fine, I can do that.
yeah.
All right, so 6
Interrupting the planned
pizzas.
sale.
And
Oh,
trophies.
Lyle's interrupting the planned sale.
So much stuff going on in a big town like Acton.
So we'll do 4 regular, 2 pepperoni.
Yeah, I think probably, huh? Cheese always seems to be the winner with kids. The sure winner, anyway.
And what time is the games? What time are the games over?
9:30?
Yeah, 9:30.
9:20?
9:45. Might be early for pizza. I think they start making them at 11.
I don't know if they even make pizzas that early.
I know they do breakfast pizza, but what do you want to do, breakfast pizza?
The games are over by 9:30. What time?
9:30, 9:45. That's about as much focus as we can get out of them before it gets out of hand.
That's about right for kids that age.
So I'll call the Trading Post
I think they,
and see if maybe just for us they'll make
Uh-huh, yeah.
regular
maybe they will.
pizzas.
Yeah,
Because I mean, it's not like we're gonna, you know, we'll pay for them. They know that
right,
we do, so
yeah,
it's not like they're gonna get stiffed out of money.
right.
we could do breakfast pizzas instead.
So I don't know, what do you think? Do they make breakfast pizzas there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should we do that? I mean, it is awful early and not just, well, my kids and I
I think kids will
eat
probably
pizza
not
any
care.
time of the day, right? Yeah, so let's
I
see.
think most people will eat pizza any time of day.
Yeah, I would.
I would too. Not cold. I draw the line there. Okay, so I'll call and see if they'll make them for us for 9. I have to pick them up at 9. All right.
I had floated the idea of like a home run derby fundraiser at closing ceremonies, but I'm thinking that's not gonna,
With the adults or with the kids?
well, with both. I don't think we're gonna have enough interest to bother with that.
Someone was interested in the ultimate frisbee thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, an older guy.
All right, are we done with T-ball?
I think so.
Couple more weeks, we'll be done with T-ball.
Right. The bottle drive is coming up.
So I signed us up for a Clinks account because I did not hear back from anybody saying that we already had one.
Okay.
So I signed us up. I will, oh, I didn't bring it. I will provide you with the username and password.
Okay.
I didn't put it in my folder. So as part of the welcome package, they're gonna, I put my address in.
Yep.
They're going to mail me the scan tags.
Okay.
And a bunch of stickers and a coupon for a free box of bags.
Okay.
So we will get 10 bags for free, and then the next time I'm there, I'll ask if maybe they'll donate more bags.
Okay. Just feel like I should stand up and dance.
Right.
Somebody hit a home run or something, anyway. Now, if I understand this correct, we want to get the bags into the hands of the people before Memorial Day so they can just put their cans in it? Is that how
Yeah.
that works? Okay.
Then we're gonna do the bottle drive at the,
Memorial Day is a week from Monday.
Yeah.
So we want to start getting the
So we can
bags
either
out there.
give them out as soon as I get them,
Yeah.
or
How do we let people know about the bags?
that's just telling people, putting it on Facebook.
Uh huh. Yeah.
And then if we sit at the transfer station the following weekend, we can just have bags there and people can just kind of toss them in and fill them
Right.
like that.
Then we can tell people to deliver all bottles to Al's house.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be away Memorial Day, so come back with a lawn that's covered.
But while we're there, we can give out bags as well so that people can just fill them up and then they can just bring them back to Hannaford.
Yeah. Anybody who gets the bags in advance can either bring them to the dump or just take them to Hannaford, right? And they will be scanned.
Yep.
Credited to us.
Yeah, once the sticker's on the bag already, all they have to do is leave them there.
So you don't want the bottles at your house.
No. And we'll promote this on Facebook.
Yep.
Do we want to bring some of the bags here and
Leave them with
see
Jen.
if they will promote them at the counter?
Yeah.
Jen's good from promoting things.
And we should coordinate June, is it the 2nd at the dump?
Second or third, something like that.
Is that the weekend after Memorial Day?
3rd, yeah.
The third.
Yeah, Saturday.
June 3rd at the dump. We should probably each take a shift.
See if we can get any
Solicit some
volunteers.
volunteers to take a shift.
I mean, who doesn't want to sit at the dump for an hour?
I know. Huh?
I've been known to hang out there for an hour or so. With the great company of Perry, Roger, and Bob.
Yeah, you could sit there, listen to stories, at least an hour.
Go quick.
Yeah.
I can do the morning that day. I can't do the afternoon.
Okay. So, what time would you like to sign up for?
When do they open?
They open at 8, I believe.
Okay.
I could do 8 to 10.
Okay.
I'll have to let you know.
You'll have to let me know. All right.
'Cause I got T-bone that day,
I will
I believe.
sign myself up for 10 to noon.
2-hour shift.
Yep.
How long are we gonna do it?
For the Gusto. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not there long enough. I know that there are definite waves.
Yeah.
You know, one of them I know is right around lunchtime.
I feel like it's probably early, earlier in the morning
I think
too.
there
'Cause
is.
I think
like
Matt's
early
gone,
morning.
like right when they've opened, and he said the line has been.
Yep.
All
I
right.
think that's true. I think there's early morning, there's around lunch, and probably with like the last hour before
Yeah.
closing, like, oh, I gotta get to the dump. Yeah, if we did it in 2-hour shifts, then we would only have to have 4 volunteers. Well, anyway, okay. Okay, Good, that should be a decent fundraiser for us. Why did we end with the bumper stickers?
I've slacked.
It's tabled for now.
I've slacked.
And Chris, it's on Chris's to-do list.
Right. Well, we were trying to figure out earlier when you walked away was how would we sell them? Would we constantly sell them?
Uh-huh.
Like would CJ take a stack? You take a stack?
Yeah.
Or do we leave a stack here? Because once we have them, we'll probably have them after T-ball has
Oh, yeah,
ended.
we'll have them for
Yeah.
a while.
Well, that's the thing, and I don't want to. Should we get them now or wait till soccer, or try to sell them? Give Jen a couple thousand of them.
What did we decide for our first
20,000.
I think we said 500. You wrote
That's the
500.
number I have in here, yeah.
Only 900 more. We could have everybody in Acton covered.
I think we need a 2,000, 2.5.
We could probably order them over the summer and get started selling them with soccer.
Yeah.
'Cause that way we wouldn't have to sit on them like all the other stuff that's in that infamous closet.
We want to get that stuff out of there too. Okay. And soccer registrations. What do you think would be best?
Mid-July.
Well, I was thinking we should get something out before school ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may not get many. We'll know something about how early people want to sign up for it. If we, last week of school, is that when people are more likely to look at the stuff that's going on?
I don't know. I don't have
As a
a.
parent of an elementary school student,
I haven't seen anything from school in a while. I would probably say like the third week before school, because
Okay.
then it doesn't get lost in translation. Then
uh-huh.
can they return them to the school, or what? Should we put it on Mr. Ross?
They do usually have the option of returning them to the school. So if we do it some 3 weeks or so before the end of school, they'll have that option.
And then should we
Now,
do
a
some-
question. Do we have the email addresses for everybody who signed their kids up last year for soccer?
We do, yes.
Can we do an email blast?
Yep.
And say, you signed your kid up for soccer last year, sign them up
Uh-huh.
again early, or sign them up this year.
Do we want to,
play other towns?
I think with at least the senior team, we want to try and get some games with other towns.
So that could be something that we put in the email saying, we really need you to sign up before September so that we can.
There are, well, we had enough for 2 senior teams, I think.
They played each other, and I think it was fairly regularly 6-on-6. I think we had 14, maybe something like that, who signed up. So as
that's
far
like
as
one-
fielding it,
One real team.
right, yeah.
And 1 week they could play each other or whatever.
Yeah, that would be something we could do to fill in the schedule, is have them play 6-on-6 some weeks or something like that.
Should we contact the other rec departments?
Yeah.
Like
Like
Wakefield?
Wakefield,
Lebanon,
Shapley, Lebanon,
Newfield?
Newfield.
Or was it Newfield?
Some places, Newfield doesn't even have a rec department, do
I think it's Limerick.
they? Limerick has things going on. Of course, if towns aren't in the same boat we are, then they'll have a league where they play themselves. But some of these little towns around here, surely,
Maybe we could play 1 game on their field, 1 game here. 'Cause
yeah.
people would
That
drive
would
to
give us
Newfield.
2, right? Yeah, if they only have to go.
Get more sales at concession. Think of the positives. And see if they have, well, we should check, see if they have a junior division too. See if we can play the junior. It's not like we're gonna be busing them. It's mostly the parent, we're gonna have to rely on the parents to get them to the games.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could check with the juniors as well. I know that was mentioned to me a couple times about why don't we play other teams instead of always playing each other.
All right, good. Anything else about that? Chris, what's up with Ultimate Frisbee Day?
I've had one person interested so far.
Okay. Is it in the sticker department?
No?
Couple notches above stickers?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm sure you would be interested, so there's
I
actually
would
two.
like to play, yeah. That'd be fun.
Do we do kids too, or,
I think maybe we shoot for adults and see what happens.
right?
Do we have a day set for that?
We don't.
No.
You want to set a day? Do you want to think about a day?
Should we think about a day?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't wanna do it when it's so hot, because if we're gonna be all of us are old, we could stroke out a field or something. And we'll have to have like the standby rescue squad.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Another thing on our summer schedule is Funtown Day.
Well, we need to start about fun.
So, there was a little back and forth with the Shapley Rec Director, and Funtown went up on their prices, which I guess they've done, this is the third year in a row that they've gone up, $1 or $2 each year. The
Why
rec
not?
departments haven't gone up, and we talked about going up. I suggested we probably should go up $1 or $2 in what we charge people. So, just wanted to get that out there and see if we can cover it.
So how much are the tickets and how much do we charge?
The tickets are for adults, I believe it was 26,
How much do they normally?
and we'll probably charge them 22.
Oh, that's what they normally do front town?
No, that's not what it normally is. Let's see.
Has Funtown ever warranted anything new to have a price for increase?
You know, they've got to do a cost of living increase for their employees.
Yeah, because their quality.
So without the discount, basically, it's $39 for adults and $30 for kids, although the prices are actually by height, 48 inches or 30 inches. I guess that means if you're under 30 inches, it's free? I'm not sure.
I think it is. As Harvard gets in.
So, they are charging us 26. So that is a discount of $13 anyway. And we're passing on a little discount to the adults and bigger discount for the kids.
Should we try to do something else too this summer?
Like, what sort of thing?
Maybe shutting that alarm off. I don't know, like that road course, I'm still
Uh-huh.
pushing for that. I think it's what, an Ospey or something? It's right on the side.
Up on 16, the monkey
Yeah,
trucks.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
by that New Life, Bible camp, right around that area,
Oh, yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I think it's actually in
It's-
Albany.
I know it's right on 16.
Yep, it is.
Should we try that to see if people would come? Two? Because we have nothing really for the summer.
We don't have much.
Or should we try to get something?
That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna be gone on vacation for a little while, and we'll be somewhat occupied with processing the Funtown stuff. So, I'm not anxious to invest any time in coordinating something else at this point. Now, come July, when we have a meeting, I might be. A
We have a
chunk of
meeting
the
in
summer
June.
would have. I was not going to have a meeting in June. Shall we have a meeting in June? Either way, 6:01.
Well, if we have a meeting in June, we'll know how many kids we can have signed up for soccer by then.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Then we can try to push it, you know, that way if we get a low turnout, we can try to push it.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, we might have to have a meeting in June. And then we'll know.
I could call that place and see how much it would be.
Yeah, why don't you call them and just see how
What
much it
for a
is?
Group rate or something.
Yeah, see what
How
their
many
group
people
rates
they
are.
need for the group rate.
Right.
Right. And then we can plan it for, because I'm sure you'd like to do it.
I would enjoy it, yeah. I'm
I'd
sure
like to see
lots
you
of people would
hanging
enjoy
from
it.
ropes
Uh-huh.
With the helmet on. Because it'd be sort of like how you do the skiing thing too, right? In the winter.
Right, yeah. Yeah, there's some work to do on that.
And they knew how to ski.
Anything else this evening?
I think so.
All right, I will entertain a motion.
You know, I talked to Bob, the head guy at the dump. See if we're still on for.
Yes, please. Yep. Just to make sure that they remember that we were hoping to do that on the 2nd of June.
Third.
3rd, thank you.
One of those 2 days.
The 3rd. They're not open the 2nd. Oh, go ahead and set up. I will entertain a
Thanks.
motion to adjourn.
Moved.
Second.
Seconded? And it's done. Thank you.